Hi data folks, today I'll be talking about Power BI measures and calculated columns, how to create measures and calculated columns. I have already created a dummy table here. So with the columns region, quantity and price. So a calculated column is something which is calculated row by row in the table. For example, now I will be multiplying the quantity with the price. So here I'll be clicking on the option new column. Yeah, so the total price column is created. You can find it here. So this is how we will be creating the calculated columns. So when you are working with million rows of data, it helps in analysis. And in the next step, I'll be calculating the. In the next step, I'll be creating the measure. So commonly the measures are stored under the name key measures in real-time projects. So how I will create is go to the home ribbon and click on the enter data option here. So this will create a table actually. I will be naming it as a key measures and click on load. So the key measures are created in the data view. You can find it here. In the next step, you can right click on the three dots here and click on new measure. So now I will be creating the total price measure here. So where it will be calculating the that particular column price total values. In the same way, yeah, now I will be deleting this column here. You can find the difference. Yeah, you can find the symbol of key measures changes indicating these are the measures. So generally measures in real-time projects are stored in this. So multiple measures based on the domain or the business requirements which you're working, you can categorize on the based on the concepts and you can create it. In the next step, I'll be creating total quantity. For the reference, I'll be adding another measure here, total quantity. So it is created. So now you can find how the key measures and the tables look. So in the next step, you can visualize this data. In the report view, you can visualize this data, creating multiple charts and creating the charts. So this is how you can create multiple calculated columns and measures. So So this is how guys you can create measures and calculated columns in the Power BI desktop. So in the next step, I have created PowerPoint representation with a single deck presenting the difference between measures and calculated columns. This is the last thing I wanted to tell. It is a quite small concept knowing how to create calculated columns, measures, and the difference between these. But it is very much effective in creating the dashboards based on the business analysis. Yeah. So in the last step, I have created a PowerPoint presentation with a single deck, single slide, presenting the difference between measures and calculated column, guys. So here you can find it. The measures are not stored in the memory actually, but the calculated columns are stored in the memory. It consumes the memory. And CPU usage is high when it comes to the measures, whereas calculated columns are calculated row by row. It also depletes the memory. And in the last thing, measure values can only be viewed when added in the reports, KPI cards, and dashboards. And calculated column values can also be viewed in the table view where the columns are created. In particularly in which table you are creating, you can find the calculated columns in that. So this is all about measures and calculated column, guys. I hope this content was helpful. If you like the content, please like, share, comment, and subscribe to my YouTube channel, guys. Thank you.